recording is active. No messes there. Okay. Welcome, everyone. We have entered another round in the losers bracket for our Miragegaogamon Ghosts Rarity Tournament. To the left, we have Miragegaogamon, piloted by Professor Nogood. And on the right, we have Sean, piloting Bloomlordmon.
Yeah, both of these really tall stack deck. One wants to just get aggressive with their one stack. The other wants to go wide
Mm-hmm.
to get aggressive with their one stack.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but either way, they're both in a I'm going to find my stack as fast as possible race.
Yes, exactly. That is basically what both these decks are trying to do. And there is some I think flexibility with Mirage because advantages of memory, able to keep churn, but Bloomlord also has kind of like the opposite way of doing it by doing Digivolution cost reduction. That's a tongue twister, I guess, for me. There's plenty of ways to keep churn on both sides of the board here. We're just gonna see who gets there first, the fastest, and who could take advantage first, the fastest.
Yeah. So in this particular matchup, if Mirage is able to climb up their line extremely fast, they will be at a much greater advantage for the sole reason that Bloomlit requires a lot on searchers, specifically their rookies, the trainings, and the Mimi.
Mm-hmm.
And because all of those are effects adding cards to hand, Mirage will then proc gaining memory, so they're technically paying extra for those.
Mm-hmm. Bloomlord has kind of like an advantage as well. If it gets to its tall stack, it could go very, very wide, play down floodgates to really stop Mirage from doing anything. It can also play suspending bodies that allows you to like suspend your opponent's Digimon, which gives him a great advantage. Also, Green has probably one of the best really, really strong top ends being Quartzmon, which is basically run in almost any Bloomlord deck because of how fast you can climb up to level 6 into your level 7.
In this particular matchup, the fact that Mirage really doesn't like to leave stuff on the board, it'll usually hide in the raising area, play out tamers, just evolve up the line, play
Yes.
trains, play memory boost.
Yep.
They don't really want to be in the battle area as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that could be good and bad for the Blue Lord because Blue Lord likes to take advantage of the opponent's Digimon uh,
Mm-hmm.
through something like the Pomon, which suspends itself to suspend something else, the Bloom Lord, which has piercing,
Mm-hmm.
Hydramon, which can bottom deck stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're not giving it the chance to interact, now you run into a scenario of, well, now I have to get fully aggressive, and sometimes you just don't have the tools to do that.
Yeah, Bloomlord really does better when your opponent has something on the field, and you're very correct. Mirage could just easily hide in the back if they feel like something is about to come up. And like you said, as you see right now, we have some setup here. No rookie though, so that's a bit of a downer. Bloomlord's off to a really good start with a training and a rookie up front as well. And we're going to start off with Mimi, but not climbing to a level 4. Pokemon is not really important in this matchup because, I mean, Mirage doesn't summon anything. It doesn't play Digimon via effects. So we're probably not going to see anything meaningful out of that. We did find Gomamon, which is very actually good for Mirage because he can strip any source that he wants. We're sending back Pomu directly to hand now. This might set Bloomlord back a little bit considering starting over again, but this does give enough memory for a searcher, another draw. So it's not the worst thing, but now Mirage has a level 5 on the field that can attack next turn. So that can easily go into a Mirage. And now, as you said, Bloomlord now needs to be careful of what it's drawing because it might just accidentally pass turn by accident.
Yeah, and good on the Bloom Lord realizing, hey, if I try to put anything out, I know this Zudo can just evo into a Mirage. So instead, I'm gonna hide in the raising and start climbing up my stack now.
Yeah, this now puts Mirage in a very interesting scenario. Like, do I just go into my Mega and just eat the Bloom Lord and trigger the overflow, or just continue setting up just like that? He might just allow Bloom just to eat that Zudo, just to trigger the overflow. Let Bloom Lord just assemble their field and then interact after that.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
they know they were at one. Playing those memory setter is not only efficient, it guarantees you that free memory on the following turn.
Mhm.
So if you have your Mega and this Zudo isn't cleared, that means you're able to climb, keep turn.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, or if it does get outed, you will be able to climb up with the stack in the back.
That is very correct. We are actually going to be searching with the new Mimi. Let's see what we grab because all those targets are valid. Will he grab the Lilymon Ace, which is not ideal at this moment because we're already at a level 5. We're going to grab Sunflow. We're going to see if he
Probably
either hard drops
signifying
it.
probably signifying they either have a rookie or they want to save this to play it out through save the Agitar.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're just going to go to another Mimi. So this is a lot of potential memory on the Bloom Lord side, but however, I don't think Mirage technically dies because one, you just kind of set up like a big blow up turn if the Bloom Lord player does move up because it's not really an OTK deck if I remember correctly.
No, they like to do one or two pushes before going for lethal,
Mm-hmm.
depending on how much board they're able to set up.
Yeah.
And more importantly, because we didn't grab this Bloomlord off this meme, that sacrifice we have it in hand, and we're trying to find more tools that let us go wide. Um, but you have to be careful, right? You want to be able to search as much as possible now before you see that Mirage pop out.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what is Professor going to do because he probably knows this as well. And I don't think he has another searcher type card like a memory boost or like another trading. Like he's moving Goba up.
This Pokemon will have jamming if he decides to swing with it.
I think it's pretty safe to swing because most of the time Blue Lordmon decks are Digimon, so it's pretty safe to take a free chip. But however, it's like you said, there is now a bodies on board. He could go into Mirage. He might be searching for that Mirage actually. Yeah. Okay, jamming. Oh, good. But yeah, no, I think Prof is trying to find Mirage or try to get as much chip as possible because of the restanding Thomas.
Depending on how many cards the opponent has in hand,
Mm-hmm.
if you did somehow find the Mega, you can do a really big push here and put them into a reactive state where they have to do something or else they lose on the following turn.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but that's saying if I have the Mega, right?
Yeah, but I think this is signifying we do not have. Wait. We actually
There it
do
is.
have the Mega. Now, we're going to set a security to the hand. Instead, because there's no level 5 on the field, trigger Mirage. We're definitely going to retain turn. However, is there enough damage to do a big push? Madoki Betamon.
Interesting.
This is interesting because actually, Bloom Lord might not. I wonder. Will Bloom Lord retain turn? I think so,
It
right?
depends. It depends actually on if you pull the Agitar out of raising
Mm-hmm.
and use its effect, you have to play something that doesn't uh,
Trigger a
make you
card, right?
search.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh,
Uh,
actually, the
but
Sunflow. The Sunflow.
no.
No?
What's gonna happen is because you use the Agitar's effect, the Koromon will trigger, causing you to draw.
Oh, so Bloom Lord is in a really, really, really
Correct.
tight spot. Because I think there's enough cards to put him at 1. And if he goes to the Bloom Lord, he can't retain turn even.
He would barely be able to do it because of the training.
Mm-hmm.
Because you would gain back the two that you spent from the Mimi, but then you have to be extra careful because he has the level 4 on board.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, if you get caught at the wrong time, you can just get hit with a Zudo.
Yeah, that's true too. There's a Zudo Ace. There's a lot of things happening right now, potentially. So I wonder how Bloomlord is going to navigate with the idea that there's a Zudo Ace. He has a Madoki Betamon blocking some memory. There's a Mirage on the field ready to steal memory. And right now, there's no removal on his board right now. No Pokemon, no anything to suspend. So let's see what happens, right? It
Um,
looks.
and then the other thing is, if you decide to take out the Zudomon, uh, granted it comes down, uh, the Gomon will simply pop out, and if you don't deal with that, that's another body you have to deal with on the following turn.
Mm-hmm. Mirage is looking in a very good spot. this Bloom Lord needs to walk very lightly because one small mistake in counting memory, you just pass turn. And there's actually a good amount of cards in that person's hand right now, I think.
Yeah, so we saw it pass back 2 memory when they evolved into Mirage, signifying a minimum of 8.
Minimum 8,
Plus
yes.
drop for turn, minimum of 9.
Mm-hmm. So
So
there's
now
actually
it's
going to be
how
10.
many?
Yeah, so 10. So that means any draw is going to be passing 2 memory. Mimi could keep turn. I think, yeah, I think Mimi is going to give back the 2, putting him back at 3. It really depends, right? I think the agility just keeps him on turn if I'm correct.
Yeah, the training will make it so Bloomlord costs 2. And then because of the mimes, when you what is it, suspend
Oh,
or is it play or
I wonder if he's miscalculating. Cause let's see, let's do the math. So Blue Mode is 4, minus 2. You're at 3. You go to 1. I think you have to suspend, right?
you have to suspend?
And you have to suspend your own Digimon, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So that means Blue Mode's gonna suspend, and then that triggers the draw, bring it back. Oh, actually, will it push him to 1? Does it push it to 1?
Oh,
Because
because
Madoki's
of that
Betamon
Evo,
the field. Yeah.
because of that Evo, it will.
So let's see, right? So 2, you have to suspend in order to get your effects, but actually he doesn't get enough memory to do that, right?
Depends on how many cards in hand.
So if he's choosing to suspend, he has to draw. Actually, he
Correct.
won't be able to unsuspend, right? Because he needs at least 2 bodies.
He does need 2 bodies.
So now draw 1, lose 2. So lose 2 memory.
Yeah, if you gain 2 memory through the effects, you can unsuspend.
And I think it's just a pass turn. Did we do it right?
I'm just scooping it up.
Yeah. I guess since he wasn't able to, I mean, that's the thing, right? He can't unsuspend unless he gains at least 2 memory that way.
Yeah.
So it was actually stuck. I mean, would that be a board for quartz? I don't know.
No, because you risk
Oh, the
uh
burst mode, just
the
boing.
burst mode.
And then you have to
Yeah.
start over again. And then you have even more cards in your hand.
Not only that, but they simply burst mode, play something to pass the turn, and then now you have to face the Mirage again.
Yes, that's true. We can update the score. So Mirage is at 1 right now to Bloom Lord's 0. So Mirage is off to a very good start. That was a really strong tempoing that Mirage did to kind of like just seal that game. Bloom Lord, even though it was smart to build in the back, I think lost the tempo as soon as that Mirage came off field and a Madoki Betamon came down as well.
I'm surprised why they didn't just suspend the Agitar to play something out. Because when you kneel into Bloomlord, you would have suspended the second body, gain back to memory, and unsuspended.
No, I think
Um,
if he no,
no,
that you
because you
like you
would have
said, he would have
gained
drawn.
back memory.
Yes, because what happened is, if he did do that, he would draw 2, push him down to 1, pop the thing to go to Bloomlord for 2, push him to 1, and now
Yeah, and
you
then
can't gain the
no, I'm
memory
saying
back.
no, you gain back the memory from the memes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The memes would have gained back the 2 you spent for the
Yeah,
Evo.
but I don't think he was able to suspend anything on Mirage's board. I think that was the killer part actually.
Because you suspend Agitar, play something out, you draw, you hand over the memory, Mimi triggers to gain it back if you really need to.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you use the training to evolve
Mm-hmm.
for 2. Bloomlord suspends the second body. You gain back 2 memory for that you just spent, so you would have been evolving for essentially 0, and you then become unsuspended.
Mm. So I wonder if he was missing the Pomumon that suspends a body.
No, I
Because
think he just needed some sort of way to react to the board.
yeah, I don't
Um,
think Bloom Lord
Pomu is
was
definitely a
it.
tool.
Yeah,
Quartz, you risk the burst mode, and then Hydra, you don't have enough bodies.
Yeah, you know, actually, yeah, Hydra's there's not enough bodies. I think it's I don't think Bloomlord suspends your opponent's Digimon, right?
No, it's suspense your own.
So that means there was really no way to really like actually interact directly with Mirage's board state actually because they're still standing. And I think that's why he didn't go for extra chips. He wanted to get the chips, restand, don't swing more, just keep standing because if he does go into Bloom, he can't suspend anything because as soon as he drops Pomu, it might not even get him back, you know?
And
Or,
then if he no, this I just realized a very funny interaction that could have happened.
mm-hmm.
Uh, this is saying that if the Mirage did have the Zero, if he evolved and bounced back that second body that Agitar would have played out, Bloomlord actually would have lost the security attack and the DP boost because it's constantly checking how many you have
Oh,
suspended.
yes, that's also true. I wonder if that was. I wonder, you know, based on how the Bloom board player was playing, I think he was actually missing a way to like actually interact with that board state. Probably that's just my guess.
Yeah, if you were somehow able to keep turn out one,
Mm-hmm.
which I think was possible, if you had something like a Samadhi Santi, you could have just done so much with that board.
Yeah, Samadhi Santi would have helped. Again, the Pomumon would help. A lot of things would
Would
have helped with that
would
board
help.
state.
It would give you a secondary turn.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, because they wouldn't be able to kill you on their follow up,
Mm-hmm.
but they have the tool to easily get rid of it.
Yeah, Bloomlord right now in BT14 is very good as like a mid-range deck, but it's not an OTK deck. So it's really rough there. We are doing a training. We're grabbing Zudo. Really good start actually. No
Yeah.
rookie, so there's that.
More importantly, grabbing the Zudo puts the Bloomlord in a different state of mind, knowing they can't just haphazardly play stuff out,
Mm-hmm.
uh, because it's always at the risk of getting bounced back. And if
Yeah.
they attempt to swing while on a pretty small board, they also risk the fun interaction that I said earlier, where
Yeah.
you just don't have enough DP to clear something out.
Yeah, I think Lilymon is like kind of weak in this scenario, right?
It depends on how much memory you have when you play it out.
Yeah, and where
If
you
you're
are,
if you're
right?
able to keep turn, if you're able to keep turn, it is simply suspend on anything.
Mm-hmm.
But if uh, they have something smaller on board, like say a level 4 that you don't want to chance an ace, you're able to suspend it, put it to the bottom of the deck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of things to think about, to be honest. There's a lot of things to think about. Mirage is at champion. Bloomlord is at just a Palmon with a Mimi. The new Mimi I actually really like actually. I think if I were to try Rosemon again, I think I should like do like uh 4 Yoshis and then 3 of those Mimis actually.
Yeah, no, like everything very recently for green has been Bloomlord is the new face of green.
Mm-hmm.
And it really shows in what support, the new Palmon, the new Mimi,
Yeah.
uh, Lilymon even still helps.
Mm-hmm. Surprisingly, I don't think we've seen the new Palmon yet, haven't we?
No, certain people like to play it, some people don't. It's really
Yeah.
about what is your deck trying to do, and if your deck is trying to control, then yes, you play the Palmon.
Mm-hmm.
If you're trying to get aggressive, it can sometimes not be as good as you want it to be.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I tried the Palmon and I noticed that I was really using it just for an inheritable, not really for anything else. We are playing an interesting tempo game over here. I wonder what each player is going to do at this point. We are moving up.
We know we have the ace in hand. More
We
importantly, we have jamming.
Yeah, we definitely have jamming. Oh, by the way, as of today, Bukamon is now going down to 1 as of March 1st. So, haha.
Yes, just date the video.
Yes, just literally date the video. So, yep, Bukamon into Oh, hello. We are in
What do we do with this?
BT11 Mirage. If he has Mirage, I mean Mach. If he has Mirage, he becomes a decent size jammer. I
Well,
mean blocker. Paying the full 4.
that's interesting.
Sending a security in hand. How much memory have we gained? Which will tell
I'm
me how
assuming,
much DP.
no, right? Because you also came back remember from Heritables.
Yeah, so this is probably I think it's 2. So it's actually plus I think it's 2k per 4. It's plus 6. It's plus 4k right now. It is a 16k blocker, right?
Or a 16k aggressor.
Or 16k aggressive with jamming, right? Like just
Yeah,
make it overkill, right?
yeah, dude, does not matter apparently,
Yeah. What do you do now from this point, though?
right? Because you can't play out a Thomas. You pass turn.
Mm-hmm.
Just getting the free swing.
Yep.
There's
Just
palm move.
just putting him really low, but you are now very open to um, Bloomlord just having his way with you. So I wonder why the push up now.
Yeah. More importantly, I wonder why you would pay the full memory.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Because at
It's
least if you used it, you would have been at something like 2, and now whatever you do, you give him just much less memory to start the turn with,
yeah,
right?
this
Because starting at
is
4 is very, very
very
risky.
very risky. Yeah, I wonder why this push up. Maybe he just drew into the Thomas. Because I think the better play would be if he had the Thomas, just play the Thomas, move about your day, right?
Even just reducing the cost, being at 2 and then doing something like playing out a rookie would have been fine.
Well, one thing for sure, Mirage is at 16k. I don't know how big Bloomlord can get. If Bloomlord could beat 16k, I think Bloomlord is going to be in a very good position. But again,
Definitely not game winning, but
not game winning, but
good
in a very
position.
good position. Um, Playing the Palmon. I
Playing
guess
up.
we're doing. Oh wait, are we searching?
Either way, you're drawing because of the egg.
Oh, I guess it doesn't matter at this point. Well, we can grab Quartzmon.
You can grab both Lily. Is it both Lily?
No, no, no. Bloom is a fairy, so it's either one or the other.
If you're missing the 6, you definitely grab the 6 now.
Yeah. I wonder how much memory he's gonna lose. I know
Well,
minimum
he
2. I know minimum 2.
well he's adding minimum 2 cards to hand, right?
Yeah. No, no, no. It's only one.
No, because you're drawing from the egg.
Oh, you already. Wait, doesn't. So which one does Mirage trigger from?
Uh,
The draw
both
first.
no, they both opponents' effects have to resolve first.
Oh, okay. So okay. I guess it was 2 anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
It was 2 anyway. But
They
this is.
might have been exactly at 8 then.
Yeah. But now we're in a very precarious situation. Oh, I don't think we have it.
Just expand it board.
Just, yeah. Yeah. Oh. Um, if Mirage has burst mode, I think that's game, right?
Actually, there's a very weird line.
Unless he's setting up Lilymon Ace.
No, if you suspend this, play out a Mimi for free, you technically keep turn. Really, Hydramon.
Oh. Wait, is it gonna get bottom decked?
I believe so.
That's a yes, right? Because it checks on your board having at least 2 other, right? At the end?
Yes, if you have 2 or more suspended.
Damn. That's rough. And all Mirage does is attack, so that Hydra is just gonna keep procking. Unless he slams out a Madoki ahead of time. I think Mirage is in a bad spot now because of Hydramon.
Yeah, that Hydra. Very good call on that play, by the way.
Yeah. But
Saying I have just enough to get as much advantage as I need right now. Ooh, this I like.
Oh, wow! The tech is here! Full Metal Blaze sends back 2 level 4s. If your opponent has 8 or more cards in hand, send a level 6 to the bottom of the deck. I think he is going to be at 8 after all this is done, right?
1, 2.
Oh, then, yep. It was at 8. Man! Oh, that was so good!
back into a pretty equal game state now. Minus the
Damn!
security.
Oh my god! Full Metal Blaze surprises me once again. That card just reset everything. And actually, is the blue one like looking a little light? Or that's just the camera angle?
That's just the angle. We
Okay.
haven't been through as much as you would think.
Because I know Bloomlord decks could just churn their deck like there's no tomorrow.
And now we definitely have to, be as optimal with this specific turn as we can.
Because if Mirage keeps setting up and setting up, it's going to be game over. Because 2 life is not a lot of life.
And you also have to keep in mind how many cards you have in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Because they
2
can
got sent
technically
back. Yeah.
no, we can technically climb all the way to Mega on the Mirage side.
Mm-hmm.
Because say you use the trainer to go into a 4 for free, you go to your ultimate for 3. Now you're at 0 because you have.
Kev, you cut out. Hello? Well, anyway, search with Mimi. We're going to grab a Hydra. Everything alright, no mamas?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, cool. You just cut out for a moment, so I wasn't sure exactly what you were saying.
Nice, perfect.
Yeah, I know. But no, you're right. You made good points that I remembered. It's Mirage could be just as efficient on his turns as well as the Bloomlord. But from the Mimi, we did grab Hydra. We're moving up the Gaomon. We're going into Champion. This is very aggressive. Ikaku. Man, we're seeing all the text today. Text today, it seems. Do we go into La Mirage? Or actually, we swing with jamming first, right? Because of the inheritable?
Yes. And then it depends on, are you able to keep turn? Yes, no.
We're just going for it. Boing. Are we just gonna leave him as little memory as possible? Is that why? We kept turn. Wait, then how come we didn't swing, right? Is that like, wouldn't that be game? Unless he feared Grandisol?
Oh,
well, I guess we're doing the safe route.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna do a safe route. I guess he was fearing Grandisol. Swing. Do the thing and restand. We don't know what's gonna send back.
Oh wow! Did we just return 6 cards today?
Jesus Christ!
So he was at 14.
Ew.
Yep,
and game over. Game goes.
Oh no! No wonder he felt so safe doing that.
Oh yeah.
So that means that we're at 13 cards before grabbing the security.
Ew. But he had jamming. I think you would have kept one for the chip, right?
I mean, it's always better to get as much security out of the way as possible.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But the less unknowns, the better.
Yeah, the less unknowns are definitely better. But yeah, that was the power of Miragegaogamon, and we saw all the text. I can't speak. It was nice to see Full Metal Blaze because Prof was telling us about that card, and it was pretty nice.
Bloomlord was definitely no slouch. They just were missing that one key piece at moments.
Yep, those small little key pieces at moments. But yep, the game goes to Miragegaogamon.